What's up, guys? If someone says, what's the return on investment of an opportunity? Do you know what that means? Do you know there's different types of ROIs to consider? Let's just break it down quickly. First one we'll talk about is instantaneous ROI. Instantaneous ROI, or total ROI, is a simple one. Let's say you invest $1,000 with me, and at the end of the day, I give you $1,500 back. That's a 50% return on investment, or 50% ROI. Sounds great, right? But we don't really consider how long it takes to make that money back in that opportunity. So the next form of ROI we talk about is annualized ROI. So if that same example where you invest $1,000 with me and at the end of the day you make $1,500, but it takes 5 years to make it happen, that's going to be a 10% annualized ROI because every year on average you're making 10%. That's great. Most of investors though, what they're going to do, they like to talk about cash-on-cash ROI or cash-on-cash return on investment. That's effectively your bank account ROI. That's where if it takes you $50,000 to buy a rental property and that rental property produces $5,000 a year of cash flow, you're going to make 10% cash-on-cash return. It's effectively, your play money that you get as an investor, the realistic money that you're seeing in your bank account every month or every quarter whenever you do disbursements. And so that's what cash-on-cash return is. It doesn't account for your total ROI at the end of the investment. It's kind of that ongoing cash flow. But me as an investor, a lot of other investors like to consider one other metric, which is called IRR, or internal rate of return. Simply put, IRR is where the net present value of an opportunity equals 0. But most people don't know what that means, and we can cover that in another video. But I'll illustrate what IRR is by an example. So let's say you invest $100,000 in one of our syndications. And there's two opportunities to invest with this syndication. The first opportunity is where you invest that $100,000 and every year we give you 10% on your money. So $10,000 in year 1 all the way through year 5. Year 5 we sell the property and now you have, at the end of the day, at year 5, you have $150,000 in your pocket. And that would be a 10% IRR. It's a really standardized kind of flow, pretty simple. The next opportunity is where you invest $100,000, but every year you get $8,000 back. But the catch for this one is that where in year 2, we're going to do a refinance, and in that refinance, we're going to get all of your money back. So you're going to get $100,000 in year 2. So what that would look like in the opportunity 2, you'd make $8,000 in year 1, your $100,000 back in year 2, plus your $8,000 return, and then years 3, 4, and 5, you make another $8,000 per year. So in the end, you're only making $132,000 in opportunity 2 versus $150,000 in opportunity 1. So which one would you take? The one where you make more money or the one where you get your money sooner? That's what IRR considers. It considers the time value of money. So the IRR in opportunity number 2 is actually a little over 13%, where the IRR in opportunity number 1 is 10%. So that's a quick way to kind of calculate, hey, which of these is worth more? And again, the reason the second one's worth more is because you get that big chunk of money back, which then you can go and reinvest. And that's the whole concept of IRR. So anyways, if these are new terms to you, don't worry. You guys can always learn more. And I'm always here to help out if you guys got any questions. Talk to you soon. See ya.